conditioning or specific conditioning, and it's also broadened our sharing among all the different event groups. Okay, so with that, let me share my screen. Hey, today our topic is to kind of add on to what we have achieved yesterday, which is to give you all a little bit of understanding of what the whole strength and conditioning concept is, started by Parya, followed by the various biomotor abilities that we will normally use in our training regularly to achieve performance or develop performance. In that, we will now move into what I will call the initial or the more critical one of developing performance, is what we call the concept of specific conditioning. And of course, here you can also see that I use the word specific development exercise. This is something which we will touch on as we go on for tomorrow's session on organization of exercises. So in that, what we want to know is, we all know that the global objective of a preparatory phase, regardless of whether it's general preparation, specific preparation, is to establish what we call a physiological, psychological, and technical adaptation necessary for our competition success. So that is always what we are striving for as we put together what we call the different phases of our training. In that, as a guiding factor, we know that we need to develop certain aspect of it, where we look at athletes development strategies. What are the different strategies we have? Many times we focus on what we call the event demand and its appropriate support required, whether it's structural, neurological, metabolic, and mental. So these are 4 areas we have covered during our level 1 courses. So again, what we want to know is, what are the different roles this different various load will play in according to the event demand. This is one part of the story. Okay. We also know the other half is where we take the athlete as an individual, where he has strengths and weaknesses in preparing for performance. So this will contribute in terms of the stability that he has or has to have before he move or progressively move forward. Again, this is something that we will constantly search for and look out for from strengths and weaknesses, and we will try to what I call close the gap. So in our development stages, as we move progressively into the performance technical masteries, this process where we will be constantly reviewing, we start again the following year, we'll review, and then we continue moving in this, so what I call circle of competence, and how we develop the athlete so that he matches up the demand of the events. Some of the things that we know, we are familiar with within general conditioning or general body preparation, is where it is about whole body preparation, muscle, general endurance, and all that. In that, we take the 3 basics, biomotor abilities: speed / coordination, endurance, and strength. You will go from what I call a rhythm development to endurance, cardiovascular development, and to general strength development. Some of the units we will use in our training, the methods is some of these drills we have here in terms of sprint drills. We use ladder, cone runs, and even huddle. So all this will come and help us with our coordination. Continuous activities, cardiovascular and extensive tempo runs helps to develop the endurance aspect of it. And of course, finally, we talk about core circuits, dumbbell circuits, use of medicine ball and barbell exercises. All these are various ways of methods or units you can use in our general strength. Once we're done with this, of course, we will have the other half, which is the more predominant aspect of the event group that we look for. Okay, so again, what are the movement structures? What are the dynamic and mechanical requirements that will be needed for us to improve? That's where we now move into specifics into our event, where we look at the sprints, the hurdles, middle long distance race walking as part of the run family, jumps, the 4 jumps, throws, the 4 throws. So when you look at the events, we also want to look for specific element of speed, endurance, and strength that will contribute in these areas to improve upon. Okay. So the question to all of you right now, okay, why do you think we need to focus on specific conditions? We know that specific conditioning is important, but why do you think we need to focus on specific conditioning? I can't progress until you guys share your thoughts.
Good morning, everyone. I think why we need specific conditioning, because every event has a specific demand.
Okay, specific demands. Okay, good. Anybody else?
For preparation of the specific muscles.
Specific muscles. Okay, good. Anything else that you all want to think of? What is specific conditioning can be? Why specific conditioning?
To cater for the specific event you're going to take part.
You're going to cater for the respective events that we're going to take part. Okay, great. Anything else that you all think is important? Why specific conditioning is important?
To ready joints and muscles to take the further load, to be more specific.
Basically, again, ability to endure the force or the demand that will be put on the body to create a performance. Okay, great. Okay, all of you are pretty much on spot. Okay, so again, what we're looking at is I use jumps as one of my examples here. Is basically to manage critical phases better, where the loss of velocity could take place. Again, either once you create a velocity, as we are moving into different phases, when you create the final movement, there is a lot of chances where this velocity can be lost. So how are we able to use specific conditioning to manage this loss of velocity so that our performance can come out as we planned? So again, that's how I look at it from a why specific conditioning is important. Okay, so in jumps, you can know that is long jump will be from horizontal velocity to vertical velocity. In long jump, we have that transition at a takeoff. Triple jump will have 3 phases. High jump will have 1, and pole will have. So all these are phases where there is a transition from one element contributing to another element that will result in. Okay, so this is how we look at it. So because of that, we know that performance influence can be orientated to the different phases we have. Okay, each phase of our technical model has a specific demand of speed, strength, and flexibility, just like what you all have just mentioned. So each effective development of the above will be through a range of motion, and not any range of motion, but in specific through executing the force output that you're looking for. The muscle action types. Okay, what are the muscle action? What are the planes? Okay, Mr. Akavit have shared yesterday, different planes of movement, and also speed of motion. Okay, how fast do you need to execute certain things? So all these will have a influence of what we want to do. And in that, okay, we are identifying critical areas where there will be more specific demands that I have to focus on. Like in the starts, we're looking at the starting strength. In the takeoff, we're looking for reactive speed strength. And in throws, the momentum building, we're looking for the acceleration strength. So again, different focus point comes in for different part of that. So how we can achieve that? Of course, we can sequence some of this exercise. Okay, this is from Wyrowski, who has prepared some of these examples of a special strength training menu, which you can refer to, where it can be done through a lot of plyometric exercises is one of the examples we can use, where we have without load, what can we do? Like jumping forward for displacement, jumping without forward displacement. So again, one is horizontal focus, one could be vertical focus. And then we move into what we call with load. What can we do about it? And of course, ultimate demand will be the depth jumps. So again, progressively, you're building the athletes from a very, what I call a directional base with extra resistance. And then, of course, to put them to what I call a very high demand of reactivity or explosive actions. So all this are how we can sequence it. How does it look like for the different event groups? Okay, so let's go one at a time. For throws, if you want to take time, again, training effects, we start with training exercises. We can create general resistance exercises, move to specific maximum strength exercises, and then specific explosive strength exercises. So these are some of the sequential build-up of how we prepare the athletes for the demand of the event. What we can look for sprints, hurdles, and jumps. Again, a lot of singular leg standing jumps that can be done, multiple directions, multiple jumps with forward displacement, whether it could be double leg jump, bounce, or even what we call in those days that we use stadium jumps, or alternatively, what I call incline jumps, hill jumps. Moving on to multiple jumps without forward displacement. So this will be more into vertical aspect of it, standing jumps, box jumps. So we're jumping onto the box, back down, jumping onto the box, back down. And then, of course, with loads. Okay, these will be probably predominantly for athletes who have more than 8 to 10 years of training age to help them to better facilitate. So again, when we choose exercises, especially with high demand, we do not use it for developing athletes. We're using it for more matured strength, stability, developed athletes. So be mindful when you make selections of exercises. Okay, and of course, there's variety of exercises which can still be done and still have the same output, just like how Mr. Akavit has shared yesterday with the sprinter. We're doing basic exercises, still can achieve performances. So again, that's very important to look at. And of course, ultimately, we move into depth jumps, which is quite a demanding exercise. Finally, for endurance runners, of course, we look into what I call resistance methods using circuit training. Again, here is because it's from Eastern Russian athletes, Russian what I call concept. So they will have snows. You will have so again we can replace that with sand dunes or hill runs, running on and bounce. That can be another one, and of course uphill runs and bounce. So these are some of the different ways of ranges we can create. Running on snows can be replaced by what I call running on exercise mats that we can always use on the high jump mattress or pole vault mattress. So again, to create that resistance that we're looking for. Okay, so these are some of the exercises we have that we can use. Next comes what we call putting them into perspective of how we want to see. In designing demands for performance orientation, okay, again, we take the different conditions of our, what I call event. We have approach, takeoff preparation, flight, landing preparation. Within that, we have the different biomotor abilities that we want to use for purpose. So here in speed, we look for acceleration, maximum speed as the combination. This will be coming as part of development first before I move to the actual run-up for optimal rhythm speed. So again, one is I have to achieve, making sure that the athlete is able to run as fast as he can before he can transit. And if you can remember yesterday when Mr. Valerie shared about Jonathan Edwards being a finalist in a 60-meter indoor in a UK competition, that speaks volume for the need to create maximum speed for jumpers as runners. Okay, so that they can bring that maximum speed and transit into optimal speed. So this is some of the things that we can look at as coaches. Okay, strength for approach, of course, there'll be starting strength with maximal strength, because it's again starting from zero velocity and then trying to bring up as high as you can. So we know that in acceleration, close to 75% of the actual final velocity is achieved in acceleration itself. So how much are we creating the force output will make a lot of difference. And then the transition for strength with reactive strength. So again, you can discuss more, but again, these are just to give you all an idea of how we are making the different transitional needs that will be needed for the event. Endurance, general endurance to event-specific endurance. How many jumps, quality preparation jumps can we do? How many quality preparation approach runs can we do? Makes a lot of difference. So again, these are also event-specific demands when we are looking at it. Flexibility plays a critical role, not just from the execution of the movement, but also to promote mobility and recovery. So again, a good circulation between the body's ability to recover will help the athlete to facilitate, and flexibility also can help events injury preventions. So these are some of the things that I believe all of us are familiar with, which we don't need to discuss more. What we want to see is you will have ideas already. What we are trying to help you guys is to how to put them into the different categories so that you can formulate your own thought processes. This is again another structure for sprints events that we can think about how to prepare speed skills. Okay, we know the different phases we have: starting position, acceleration, transition, maximum velocity, and then maintenance. What are the skill teaching we want to do? What are the different positions we are teaching? Remember, we talk about we are constantly teaching athletes to manage themselves, and we have to create some of these teaching moments. What are the actions, technical skills that we're looking at? What are the methods we're using? Are we using shipping or are we using chaining? So some of these things, or are we using whole part hold? So this also help us into our forms of how we are preparing our trainings. Then, of course, as a coaching eye, this is where we dive deep a little bit, where we have the different, if you can remember yesterday, the information determining skills, and you have the energy determining skills. How are we combining them to help us with the demands of the event? And then in skill techniques, what are we using for development? We use steps instead of distance, because we try to move away from a particular number base, but rather we use distance base, but we rather use mechanical base. So again, we use steps instead of distance to build techniques. So let's say we can say, look, can you come out and actively push out 10 steps? When you do that, what we can do is you can measure at the end of every 10 steps, is the distance getting further and further? So then we know that there's an effective push. Again, the use of combination of bounce into steps over, how the shin angle can look like, helps us to understand whether the body is able to transit from a push mechanics into a pull mechanics. Okay, so these are some of the things you can always use to help us to formulate for the different skill technical conditioning element. So the way you are able to still see the information and the energy element of it. What are the things that can support us flexibility wise? We know that we need mobility and joint stiffness. Okay, again, for the demand of the speed. And in terms of muscle, it's more elasticity. What are the training means we can have? We have varying starting position, varying step distance markers to create the frequency base or overstep base with constraint, which is basically resistance, without the use of hands, So all these we can create a lot of what I call limb usage or limb isolation exercises that can help you to further improve these specific demands for it. So again, is the arms helping, or is arm weakening the legs movement, or it's the arm overpowering the legs movement? So again, you have to see what is the critical element of your activity. And then we move down, we have step over for fixed markers or increased distance, ins and outs, okay, to develop speed maintenance, and of course, acceleration, high speed and deceleration. With constraints like resistance and assistance runs can help us into our exercise. So this is how you can put together your own templates of how you want to develop for your athletes, so that at least you know exactly what are you targeting, and then from there you can dive deep. So again, today, the idea is for us is to share. You don't need to formulate today, but at least as you take home, as you're sitting down, as you're preparing, you can look at all these areas to see whether some of these things are useful for you to incorporate into your program. So again, as we move into, just to share some of these exercises that we will use or we tend to bring across, okay? So again, the first one is a lot of what I call preparation, because we know that the speed of takeoff in long jump is critical. So again, what are we doing about it? So how are we managing these exercises? So again, we're looking for a very active upright body position that supports. So coming down, what I call a prepared staircase action. So to still give the confidence for the athlete to speed up. Sorry. Okay, and then we transit into what I call actual action itself. Okay, so again, into quick speed action in relation to the takeoff. So again, focusing on the active action that's required into the takeoff. So this is how you can bring together some of these exercises into a very specific speed preparation that you can bring to. Okay, this might be, we've shared with you guys. So these are some of the things how you can organize the entire training processes for you all to put together. We know that about 4 mesocycles we'll have, normally from general preparation, discipline-specific preparation, special preparation, and of course, competition preparation. Again, how are the few biomotor abilities, including mental abilities, will be evolving. So changing its position and its demand. So if you were to use the technical and coordination as an example to talk across a few, the entire 4 stages, you know that we do general hurdle training games, some special ABCs for sprinting and jumping will take the precedence in the early season. Technical runs from short to medium run-up will be used to teach coordination preparation. Then we move into what I call special conditioning. Again, a lot more specific drills in relation to jumps comes in. Technical runs from medium length will be incorporated. Then we move into special coordination training, focusing on the real actual run-up itself. And finally, of course, we bring in the technical training at maximum intensity or optimal intensity that's required for competition. So this is how we will be evolving the training processes. The good thing is you will see that all the 4, 5 biomotor abilities you see there will take place concurrently. It will not be there done in isolation, but it's always done in a concurrent method. Okay, I'll pause here for a while. Any questions so far that we have that you would like to clarify? Anything that you think you would like to have clarification in terms of specific or special specific development exercise related? Okay, if there's no questions, so again, this activities that will be coming up soon will be you guys doing it now. So I'm happy you are all quite prepared. So activity 1 for today, it will be starting right after I end this so-called sharing. We'll be looking at what we call preparing specific development exercise. Okay, remember I mentioned I will be sharing more about this few different classification of exercise tomorrow in detail. But part of that one portion of it is this SDE, okay, in a short form. It actually refers to exercise that repeats the competition event in training, but it is done in parts. That means in smaller portion, which may include resistance or specific strength exercises like overloading. So for example, for discus throwers, throwing from stand throws, the endurance runners, uphill runs, for triple jumpers, bounding exercises with or without load, sprinters using resistant or assistant runs. So that's to give you a rough idea of what is this exercise could look like. So basically, you're breaking your event into smaller parts and you're trying to develop that. So to help you guys for the different event groups, we have prepared this. So what you're going to do during your activity 1, you guys will be sharing this in our WhatsApp group so that you can get one of your group mates to download, open up your laptops, and then you can share very similar to what I'm doing right now. Okay. Again, you're going to come out with no need to be too much. Just come out with one exercise per biomotor abilities, so that at least we have sufficient information to discuss. So you look at approach. For speed, what exercise would you like to use? We also like to know what is the volume, intensity, and recovery you'll be planning for that activity. And then you go across for takeoff preparation, in flight, if that's going to be required, and then landing preparation. What are some of those things that you will be using? So again, we carry on with all the 4 biomotor abilities we have here. Again, a flexibility, it is something that is very simple and basic stuff that you are using. Just indicate it, and then you will see what you can do from there. So for each event group, you will receive. So this will be for throws. Throws will have your preparation, momentum building, delivery, and recovery. These are the phases we have in our what I call run, jump, throw book. So I'm not taking anything outside of that. For sprints, we have the drive, acceleration, maximum velocity, and intensity maintenance. Hurdles, we have drive, acceleration, high velocity transition, and then maintenance as well. And for our distance group guys, will be a slightly different more. We don't have 4 different phases, but what we want to see is your event-specific body strength preparation that you want to have, and of course, also event-specific pace preparation. What are we doing about it? So how are you incorporating some of these things? Clear? Okay. Any questions?
No, so far, no.
Yep.
Sir,
Yes.
can we do the more specific to the event, or still want to do in the group event? For example, jump, I do pole vault.
You're doing pole vault. So you have 2 groups, right? We have those from vertical event group for jumps. Maybe you can discuss with your group mates. So if you all agree that you want to do it for pole vault, please do. So again,
Okay.
we're giving you as a direction because we know that we will be in this seminar webinar, we will not be able to identify very specific events, but we want to do it in an event group preparation. So if your group decides to do pole vault as your vertical jumps, please discuss, and then you can use and share that with us.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions on this that you all are not sure?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
Ishita, sir.
Yes, Ishida.
Sir, non-naturally, we used different jumping exercise, right? In general preparation, specific preparation, and competition preparation phase.
Uh-huh.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, again, one more time, repeat again. Sorry, Ishita.
Size. Yes, sir.
Again, you're breaking up a little bit, Ishita. Sorry, one more time.
Sir, in the different phases, we use different jumping exercise, right?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
And you have to.
For example, in the general preparation phase, we normally I use like holding type, means more focus on more eccentric jumping, means jump over the box and hold again, come down and like this, huh? And the specific preparation, I focused more vertical type, and then competition I transfer to horizontal mode.
Yeah, so
Is
you
it
are
the right way?
yeah, you are in the right direction. So if you can remember what Mr. Ria mentioned, the very early stage of his sharing, remember there's an element that we want to create a stability in movement pattern, and then we start
Yes.
moving it to be more dynamic in nature, and then finally into event specific. So if you have that as your guiding factor, then you are not wrong. So definitely the eccentric element of your preparation jumps in what I call general preparation, moving into a bit more specifics into explosive related, and then finally transferring to your event specific needs. Definitely you are in the right track in terms of how you are applying them.
But sir, one more question. I am attached with combined event. Okay. So
Okay, at the moment looks like
in
combined
all,
event, there's only one person, right?
but
So
there
far.
is no participant except
Yes.
me.
So
So can I add in other group, or
yeah, you have to probably, we will try to put you into another group. Which event group do you want to be in?
maybe sprint or jump?
I think maybe jumps, or you want to go into which group has lesser participants? Maybe you can go there, because I think sprints and jumps seems to be quite a lot of you. So it's a very typical thing. We see whether we can put you into sprints, jumps, or is throws okay as well?
No problem, sir.
Okay, Ken. Then I will let our admins to help us with that.
Okay.
Okay, good. Any other questions, guys, that you would like to ask?
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. This one, our group, middle and long, group is 15 people. My idea is, can we divide middle and middle one group and long one group? Divide two groups.
I'm also thinking of doing it in the way that the middle distance, two groups, one can focus on 800 and 1500 kind of event. Another one can focus on the 3000 steeple, 5000 event. So we can think about that. Sure. Okay. Is that okay with you guys for the middle long distance group? Anybody have any discussion on that? So within your groups, what we can do is for middle long distance, can we break you guys into, that means, can we divide you all equally, or do you all want to make your selections? Okay, let me stop sharing first. Okay, for middle long distance group, how many of you would like to go into the 800 and 1005? You are sure or not sure, or you want us to do it for you? I mean, we can randomly just throw you everywhere.
800 meter.
800 meter, okay.
Myself got for long distance, 10 and 5.
So you take the steeple and the 5000, okay.
Then the group is 6, 7, and 8. 6 for 800. 7 is for 1500, and the long distance is number 8.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, so can you all quickly change your numbers to 6, 7, 8? 6 for middle distance, okay, 800 and 1005. 7 for 3000 steeplechase, 5000. So we changed the number from earlier.
10,000 is
And 10,000 will be event group 8 already. So 8 will be for the longer distances.
Yeah. What about the race walking?
Race walking, any other participants here? They would like to have race walking? Because we have only one means, then I'd rather move you into the event group where you should be more.
Maybe 10,000 and race walking can go to
two different event groups. So race walking is different from 10,000 in terms of approach. So in terms of
I feel race walking also, I mean, of course, in the terms of events are different, but the term for endurance and I think almost the same, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure. Anybody else apart from these two gentlemen who wants race walking as the event group development?
Yeah,
Sorry if
I
I'm
agree.
wrong. Number three of you.
Good
morning. Yeah, Shah.
morning, sir. I
Yes.
think I'm also coaching more on long distance, 10 km and 20 km. What Mr. Krishnan said, I think I would join the long distance group.
Okay, Ken. So for the 10K group, you guys will discuss predominantly on race walking then. Is that okay? Group 8 will discuss on race walking.
Yeah, I'll join them.
Okay,
Race
so
walk.
I repeat again. Group 6 will be middle and long distance, which is basically 800 and 1,005. Apologies. Group 7, 3,000, 5,000, 3,000 steeplechase, 5,000, and then group 8 on the race walking group.
10,000 at race walking.
Yeah, basically 10,000 running events on the longer distance, but predominantly we want race walking specific conditioning there. Can? Okay, so can you quickly change in your numbers, in your names, next to your names, just put the numbers, the 3 different event groups.
Veera sir, shall I add throws group or sprint?
Ishita, can I check with Ibu Ria for is there more people in the jumps or throws? Is there enough people there?
Just second part. I put Ishita on number 3 already. It's mean throws, I think.
Okay, Ken. So Ishita will join the throws then.
Yeah, I rename already.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, Ken. So what I'm going to do right now is I will share the few documents for your use that you guys later on can prepare with your groups. And then what we do is we will come back. Moment, let me try to escape myself out of this.
Veera sir?
Yes.
Can you give some idea regarding the combinations of the event like speed, sprint, or like we should not use after the speed, endurance and speed, we should not combine like that. So,
okay. That one we will discuss tomorrow, because that is a good question. Okay. So today our aim is to first prepare the exercises. So tomorrow we will have a time where we will put them together. Then we have that discussion. I think it's a very good question, how to combine 2 different biomotor abilities. So that's a very good question. Yes. So then we'll leave it for later tomorrow. So today is pretty much preparing the exercises. Okay, so what's going to happen now is we will break you guys in your groups. You will proceed to have your group discussions. And then once you're done, you prepare slides. So later on when we do our presentations, you guys will come, make sure you have one person from your group to help us to share the information. And then we will discuss, and then that's it. Then we move on. Again, I mentioned we don't need to have too many exercises for that particular unit. If you think that for approach, for speed related, what are the exercises? At least come up with one. So you just want to see what your thought processes are like, and then what will be the volume, intensity, and interval recovery should look like. Then once you prepare them, we will come back after lunch. We'll come back, and then we will have time for each group to present your what I call your exercises for the different event groups. Is that okay, everyone? Can?
Yep.
Okay, good. So then, yeah.
Excuse me, Pak Veera. some has not yet mentioned the group names in front of their name. So maybe we are asking them again to rename
Yes.
the device because half of it I have done some, but
Okay.
still many.
Okay. People, I will need your help. You're going to help our guys here because it's going to be very tedious to do one by one, and we have 50 over of you. So what I need you all to do is within the device you're having, you see whether you can find a way to change your ID. Okay, what does the ID look like? Let me see whether I can prepare something quickly. Give me a minute. Okay, this is always the technical part that we need to constantly work on.
Oh, okay, maybe I'll try to rename Mr. Miss Tana Lechu. Okay, I rename her with the group number 6. Her name change. Now Miss Tana Lechu already on the group number 6. I mean in front of her name already the group names. Yeah. Okay, because it's a challenging.
Yes, definitely.
One by one, so that's why we need
if they
help.
do it by themselves, for us, it'll be quite, troublesome. Yeah, give me a minute.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay, I already changed it, but why it's come to the okay? I will rename Mr. Mursalim from Indonesia. Okay, he will be on group number 1. Change. Pak J, what's group are you? Pak J Rahman? Pak JJ?
Group 1, Buria.
Okay.
Spring.
Group 1. Now your name is missing.
Excuse me, clarification, Sir Viramani.
Yes, sure.
For group 7, I mean 8. Oh, is it exclusive for walk?
For now, it can be a combination of a walk and long distance if you all want. We can work together. We are okay with that.
Okay.
The aim is to see whether you all can come up with specific conditioning exercises that for body preparation and event specific pace requirements.
So it's walk 10,000 and up.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Okay, our target group is?
Which?
I mean, long distance and all that. I mean, generally for everything. I mean, since we are doing long distance, long walk and all that, our target group will be?
Yours
the
will be
athletes are coming in. No. What I mean is,
okay, let's say, like I said, we use group from from junior onwards. From junior onwards.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, we use from junior onwards. Okay, so to help those of you who are still looking to change, if you're still struggling, okay, if you were to look at this, like I mentioned, if I were to open up your screen, if you were to go on your image, you will see this what I call blue color button that says mute, and then there's this 3 dot. If you click the 3 dot, there'll be a drop down list. You can see the word rename in that list. Okay, it could be different for you. You click open that, and then you will definitely see your name, and then you just change the number or add the number to it. Okay, that will help us a little bit more for administration wise.
Or maybe it is easier if we put if we separate now in their group, so class will be we will rename later.
Also can. Okay, can. Okay, so what I'll do right now is while Ibu Ruya and the team is setting up, I will send this documents to you guys for your use shortly. So give me a minute. We work that coordination as well.
Pak Adi siap ya Pak Adi?
Mbak, ready.
Ready, okay. So we will share them in the group and then the rest we will rename. Mr. Anurada, what event are you? What event are you? What's number?
I'm 16.
What is your group number?
Number is 16. 16.
No.
The
Which event group? Sprints?
I went to sprinting. Group number 1.
Yeah. Okay, you are already on the group number 1. Okay.
I have another guy, Sri Lankan, is Roshni Boga, but as is number 1 sprinting.
Roshini also number 1?
1 sprinting.
Okay, I will rename him.
Sunetra Karuna, sprinting number 1.
Okay.
And Geetika Hathur Singh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and jumping. Only horizontal and vertical.
Horizontal.
So what's the number then? I do not remember it. So Mr. Keith will be number
vertical and horizontal.
What's number, Pak Vira, vertical and horizontal?
Vertical and horizontal. Give me a minute. Let me quickly open that.
Vertical.
Vertical or horizontal?
Yes, vertical or horizontal. Mr. Keith.
With horizontal. Horizontal.
So Mr. Keith will be, okay, vertical or horizontal, 4 or 5?
Oh, 5. Okay, thank you, Miss.
No. Yes,
no, you are 4 or 5. You want to do
5.
vertical or horizontal?
Mr. Keith. Yes, Mr. Keith.
Only
Are
vertical.
you still on mute? Sorry? Vertical. 5, yeah?
Yeah.
No. This is at 4.
It's alright.
Mr. Krishnan? Malaysia, Mr. Krishnan? Yes, what is your number? You're still on mute? You're still on mute, Mr. Krishnan. It's still on mute. Unmuted, please.
Okay,
Yes.
now in group 6, I want to go to group 8, 10,000.
Okay. Done. Thank you. Asmawi, Mr. Asmawi Soni from Nepal. Okay. Miss Titimun, Dao Titimun from Myanmar.
Yes.
What is your group number?
Group 6.
Your group number, please.
Group 6.
Sorry? 3.
Group
3?
set.
Huh? Sorry? 8.
This it.
Yes.
6.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Ramzan Ali Salmani from Nepal, Group 1.
Ramjan, Mr. Ramjan, Group 1.
Sprinting.
Okay. Already, okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Good morning,
Miss,
Puan. I'm Shan
Miss,
Sambugavelu.
yes, you are on group 2?
I also requesting for group 8.
Okay,
Thank you, madam.
welcome.
Hello, madam. Group number 3, Simi Rizvi.
Yes, Miss Risi, you are okay.
Excuse me, miss. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Can you put me in group 6, Midland?
Wait.
I'm speaking Roshini.
Wait, Miss Rosalie.
Okay.
Group number
Miss
3,
Rizvi number what? Miss Rizvi?
Simi Rizvi.
Group number
Group number 3.
6. 6, Semi. Is it correct, Semi? 6.
I want group number 6.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then Rosini?
Yeah.
Yes, group number 3.
Rosini would like to change into number 3?
No. I want group number 6.
Already?
Yeah.
Yeah, already.
Okay.
Okay, will be good if you can tell your name and then your group number. So that way, because there's a lot of interaction going on, so it will be good that you tell your name first and then wait for response. And then you say, look, I'd like to change to group or which group number. It's easier because be mindful, each of us are in different time zones. So again, the transmission of internet will be a bit more laggy. So bear with us.
Yeah. On the queue now.
Please, madam.
Yes. Yes, Tansu.
I'm changing group 6 now. Change. I want to group 8.
Okay. Second. Okay, done.
But yeah, we can ask later. After they are in the group, then the rest we can ask.
Yeah, I think for now we can put them into the groups already, and then
Yeah.
those remaining ones, then we can move them. It's easier. Okay, I've done shared with you all in the WhatsApp the documents, the few slides. So you can download the entire slides of your need and then use the one that is required for your group. Again, you all can change accordingly in terms of whether you want to do it from a PowerPoint or from an Excel template. We leave it to your group abilities. If members are more familiar with working with PowerPoint or Excel templates, please go ahead and do it. So that way we don't need to restrict ourselves. What I've given is just an idea of how to put the information for you all. Ken? Okay, from now.
This one you want just like activity like strength for your body. Take circuit. You want put every circuit, every station, or one just we write circuit only.
You can write circuit and then you can introduce what it will be your upper body exercises or lower body exercises, or it's a combination between upper and lower body exercises. We leave it to you. So let us know what is your intent of that exercise routine that you're going to use.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then you can indicate 8 exercises, upper body and lower body. I think you don't need to be very particular that you're going to do, let's say, the push-up. As long as you can indicate that you know upper body and lower body, I think we are fine with that. Maybe later when we discuss, we can discuss further.
One more, the flexibility. Can we use the same exercise for even specific body strength and for even specific pace preparation?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it is there for you to use. You can decide as the so-called event group conditioning exercises, what is the most appropriate one. So you prepare and then later we can discuss. So our objective is for us to discuss later.
Okay, thank you.
So because again, like I said, some of you are experienced coaches, we want the experience to come out. So that's why we are using this exercise.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so in the meantime, any questions? from any of you regarding the activity?
Mr. Veera, just a quick question regarding this group work at Intro's event. Like in preparation, momentum building, delivery, and recovery, we have exercises, but do you want us to put it into speed, strength, endurance, flexibility everywhere, each exercise?
At least give us at least one exercise for each of the biomotor abilities. What will you be considering as a speed activity, let's say for the acceleration? What will be for momentum building? What will you be using as a speed activity or exercise? So can come up with one will be good enough. Does it help to answer your question?
Sir, can we get the list of the activity? Maybe your long list, maybe from that we can take and put in there.
Which list? You have to come out because the objective is discuss your ideas for you all, not to take from us and then put it in. Okay, so that's the whole intent here. Today, our aim is for your ideas to come out as well, not from us, and then you're putting it in. It's easy for discussion. So again, remember, we want to have a more interactive session. So again, some of the exercises you might be using on a day-to-day basis in coaching. You want to bring the exercise. Again, we all want to learn from each other.
The exercise, what are we on put like our experience, or we must follow any, because we also already apply in the training everything. We must use this one, or we must 100% any theory this one, or
as long as you can share with us where your idea came from, would be good for discussion. Yes, definitely. What we have given is a bit of what I call orientation of ideas. How do we formulate things? For your side, you can share with us how do you put it together. So again, it's for us to understand how you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, who's that? Sorry, maybe your name, please.
I'm Roshini.
Yes, Roshini.
Yeah, I ask only one thing. Example of speed, exercise. Example for acceleration, only one thing. More drills.
You can just name if you're using acceleration.
Yeah.
What will be the exercise that you'll be using for developing that part, that acceleration for that phase? Which event group are you in?
Sorry, 800 meters.
800 meters. So for 800 meters, if you want to develop race specific preparation, in speed, you're using acceleration. So what is acceleration? What other activities will you be using? 600 will go into endurance already.
Event is specific. I put the 600 meters.
But 600 will be no longer acceleration. It will be more into
yeah.
Okay, good. You understand that.
Event is specific for the.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Veera.
Yes.
Mr. Veera. Yeah, I'm Kajun. Yeah.
Yeah, Kajun.
Are you in group?
Yes, you'll be in your group. Which group are you in?
Okay, so basically we are doing in group and then we are discussing among our group members, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, can we just let's say for example, I'm in group 4. Can I just open a Zoom meeting, then I put the link into the WhatsApp group?
Okay, don't worry, because what you're doing right now, we are creating rooms for you all. You'll be going into these breakout rooms. So within the rooms, you can actually share from your own screen. So no need to worry, no need to do. Yes, good that you are initiating it, but it's just that we don't want to get you guys lost. So again, we keep within that. So what we are doing right now, the numbering is to help us to put you into the different breakout rooms, which our admins will be helping out. Okay, no worries. Okay, I will stop. So we can start putting them into the different groups. Okay, guys, you all going there?
Mr. Asgar. What is your group event? Mr. Asgar Jil?
Hello, madam.
Yeah.
Me group A.
Oh, your name, please?
Tantanso.
You are not in the group 8 because your name is not.
Group A.
Right, she now put into group 8.
Group A.
Oh, yes. Oh, you are not in the group 6, yes. Okay. I'll move to 8.
Yes.
And also for
Morning, ma'am.
Yeah.
Me also group 8.
Eduardo.
Yes.
From what is your previous group? Oh, you already.
Okay. Ashwin? Ashwin, are you there? Nope. We have one more Samsung.
No, Samsung is Samsung Budi ya, Mas Budi ya. Samsung is observer.
Observer, okay.
Yeah. Now we still have Asgar Jil, Aswani Soni, and Sumita Rani.
Yes. Hi, Sumita, are you there? And there's this iPhone, also not.
That's the iPhone. The iPhone is participants.
Participant, but
Yeah, but I do not know because only see the face.
yes.
Where's the iPhone? Your
Yeah.
name, please. The iPhone.
Those of you who are still not going in yet, where are you all?
Samsung Mas Budi ya. Samsung Mas Budi.
Bukan, Mbak Ria.
Hah? Samsung nak Budi.
Not yet. Bukan, Mbak. Kalau Mas Budi kan selalu pakai nama Budi.
Okay. Sorry, Pak Fira. Samsung is the participants.
Okay. Who is he? Any chance we know who's that?
Who use Samsung? Wait.
Asgar itu dulu di event apa ya, Mbak? Asgar itu dulu event apa ya? Asgar Gil. Oh, lempar ya?
Ya, event apa?
Sebentar Pak Ria, saya cari dulu Asgar. Karena dari kemarin dia nggak masukin kayaknya. Lu throw apa ya? Throw mungkin ya Pak Asgar itu. Mr. Asgar Jil.
Pro grup berapa, Tro?
Kenapa?
Pro itu grup berapa?
3. Masukin 3 aja ya. Terus grup 3. Mr. Asgar Jil, are you thrower? Oh, ini Samsung. Siapa Samsung ya? Who has used the Samsung? Halo. Ini bukan Pak Mursani ya? Bukan Pak Mursalim.
Bukan.
Hello, Mr.
Hello.
Samsung. Sorry. You are on mute. You are on mute.
Unmute. You are on mute.
Unmuted, please. Unmuted, please. Hi. Yes, good.
Yes.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Are you from Nepal?
Yes. From
Okay.
Nepal.
Oh, okay.
Ramprasad Chaudhary.
Chaudhary.
Oh, Ramprasad Chaudhary.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Group 7, ma'am.
Group 7. Okay.
Yes.
I will. Because you are not, you didn't attend yesterday, so I did not know. Okay, I put you on group 7. Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Yang Aswani siapa Mbak?
Aswani itu,
Dari kita bukan?
no. Aswani Sony itu Nepal.
Oh, Nepal.
Nah, Mr. iPhone. Mr. iPhone.
You unmute.
Your name, please. You unmute. Please unmute. Unmute. Yes. Your name, please.
Shafaqat Ali, Pakistan,
Pakistan.
Group 1,
Group 1.
Sprint.
Nggak ada dia. Okay. Yes. Group 1. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, dia. Ayo, sudah.
Ini Sumita nggak ada Mbak?
Dia nggak datang kemarin di Pakistan. Siapa, Pak?
Sumita.
Sumita itu Bangladesh.
Aswani.
Aswani Nepal.
Grup berapa dia?
Aswani. Kenapa, Pak?
Grup berapa dia?
Yang ini saya lagi nyari-nyari, belum ketemu, soalnya banyak banget kan yang di grup kemarin. Saya nyari.
Sekarang
Bentar.
yang 2 belum masuk grup, kasihkan di waiting room aja.
Aswani grup 1 kalau dia.
Bentar, mari, bentar Pak, dicarikan dulu. Kemarin sudah ada kayaknya, grup 1
Ya.
Pak dulu.
Iya, grup 1 di data ini saya lihat.
Ada ya? Tapi
Ada.
grup 1 aja ya?
Iya.
Oke, saya pindah grup 1 aja.
Nah, emang grup 1 di situ dia.
Oke, Sumita.
Sumita belum ada.
Kalau panggil Jamis. Sumita Rani. What is your group number? Saya sambil cari di sini. Di grupnya kemarin. Kayaknya dia nggak ada deh. Miss Sumita Rani.